name is Jared. I am your Ortovox rep. I am here to talk about snow safety equipment. No matter how many antennas there are in a beacon, only one antenna is sending out the signal, right? And it sends it in this apple-shaped pattern. If you're buried where it says very high visibility, you're going to be buried flat, and that apple core signal is going to be going out along the snow. Your friends are searching in that plane, right? They're holding their beacon out like this. Your beacon is transmitting like that. That's a very good, what we call coupling. That conversation, you're very, very highly visible. And those beacons are gonna talk to each other really, really well. If you're buried in that second position, it's sending the beacon, the signal up and coming down. That signal is being interpreted by that Z antenna, which is really, really, really tiny. It doesn't give you very good directionality, and also your range just goes down. You're losing all that length because that length is going up into the sky and has to come back down. So depending on how you're buried can make you more visible or less visible, unless you're carrying an Ortovox beacon. We have what's called smart antenna. It's got an accelerometer in it. This thing is always going to know what orientation it's in, and depending on where you settle out, if it's like this, it's going to transmit here. If it's like that, it's going to transmit from here. That is totally unique to Ortovox. Nobody else has that. So a lot of people like to say this is the selfish man's beacon, because if I'm carrying this beacon and I'm buried, no matter what beacon you guys have, I'm gonna send out, I'm throwing out a better signal, arguably, than any other beacon out there. So that's smart antenna technology. The Zoom, the 3 Plus, and the S1 Plus all have that smart antenna technology. So the Zoom, this has 3 antennas versus 2. This has the smart antenna. So you're gonna have that accelerometer with the transmission, you're going to have a Reco reflector, and basically you're going to put the arrow in the middle and watch the numbers go down. The only thing that this won't do extremely well as the other beacons, the other Ortovox beacons, is multiple burial. This will tell you that there's more than one signal, that it's getting more than one signal, but it won't interpret those signals and do as much with them as some of the beacons that we have coming up, okay? So this little light, if it's seeing two or more signals, this little light will show up and say you've got multiple people buried. And then it's all about just following the arrow and watching the numbers go down. Very, very simple and easy, but you're getting that smart antenna, you're getting 3 antennas, so there's a lot of value packed in a beacon that is one of the cheapest beacons out there on the market. Ortovox has another really, really cool feature, and this is in all the beacons as well. It's called auto revert. With the accelerometers in this thing, after 90 seconds, if you stop moving, a little alarm will go off. And if you don't move this thing within 30 seconds, at 120 seconds, 2 minutes, this thing is gonna say, you're caught in a second avalanche. I'm going to immediately switch back. No matter what you do, I'm gonna switch back and start transmitting again.